Hello my dear students, myself Dr. Mahesh Kumar and today my talk is on topic acute osteomyelitis, a disease of bone. The general information about osteomyelitis. The osteomyelitis term is made up of osteon, myelitis. The osteon means bone, myel means bone marrow, itis means inflammation. That is, the osteomyelitis means inflammation of bone and bone marrow. It can be defined as infection of bone by microorganisms or in other way, infection of bone by pyogenic organisms. The osteomyelitis may localized or involve local soft tissue, bone marrow, cortex, periosteum region. It is mostly seen in long bone or spine bone, usually caused by infection but less commonly caused by radiation and other causes. Physical anatomy related to osteomyelitis is as mentioned in the figures. Epiphysis, metaphysis and diaphysis are the part of bone. From the diaphysis part of bone, the capillaries of medullary arteries reaches to growth plate. The growth plate is highly active and vascularized bone of metaphysis side. From the same, the veins, medullary veins drains towards epidiaphysis of bone. The vessels are arranged in such a way in loop form like hairpin arrangement. Here, stasis of blood happen that provides the favorable condition to settle bacteria to cause infection. This further leads to osteomyelitis, disease conditions of bone infection. The common site of osteomyelitis is metaphysis. The commonest site at the bone is lower femoral commonest, upper tibial, upper femoral, upper humeral and metaphytic region. The types of osteomyelitis. Osteomyelitis can be categorized or classified in different way. First of all, on the basis of acuteness and chronicity, it is acute osteomyelitis, subacute osteomyelitis, chronic osteomyelitis. On the basis of causative factors, exogenous cause or hematogenous cause. The acute osteomyelitis may be primary hematogenous or secondary due to wound, injury or post-operative infection. In acute cases, the local and systemic signs seen, no bone changes on X-ray if the case is less than 2-week history. In acute osteomyelitis with X-ray changes, cases, the undrained acute osteomyelitis 2 to 8 weeks history, local and maybe systemic sign with bone destruction on X-ray and no clear sequestrum seen on X-ray. In chronic localized cases, long history of osteomyelitis, usually with persistent spontaneous drainage, no systemic symptoms. In chronic systemic cases, chronic osteomyelitis with systemic manifestations seen. Etiology of acute osteomyelitis. The commonest causative organism is Staphylococcus aureus. The other causative agent are Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus agalacti, Pneumococcus, E. coli, Haemophilus influenza, etc. Risk factors involved in causes of osteomyelitis is malnutrition or in having inadequate nutrition. The person is on immunosuppressive drug or immunocompromised or affected with diabetes mellitus, HIV, AIDS disease. Person having history of peripheral vascular disease, urinary tract infections, using prosthetic joint that causes repeated pressure. Other factor is aging and soft tissue infection history. Pathology of acute osteomyelitis, the affected site of the bone is metaphysis region. The bacteria get lodged in metaphysis of bone. These come by a blood stream or by direct inoculation or spread from adjacent area. After that, the inflammatory reactions occurs and the sign of inflammation seen. Later, the bone destruction starts, the pus and exudate form, and the pus discharge seen. The pus is spread along the medullary cavity, out of cortex and joints. Out of cortex, the discharging sinuses and abscess formation seen. At the joint side, pyogenic arthritis also occurs. The clinical feature of acute osteomyelitis is in most of the cases diagnosed clinically, seen mostly in childhood and in boys, as boys or male child are more active and chances of injury in more. Also seen in immunocompromised patient adult on immunosuppressant, having history of HIV, diabetes, mellitus, post-traumatic bone hematoma or bone swelling. History of injury or repeated injury, faulty healings, mostly fine. History of source infection in body like at skin infection, tonsil, generally seen. Localized throbbing pain, fever and malaise are the common symptoms in acute osteomyelitis. On examination, as shown in the figure, in case of acute osteomyelitis, initial phase no sign of swelling as the lesion limited at medullary cavity, but deep tenderness found and tenderness at and around the metaphysis site of bone seen or found. Pain and swelling at end of the bone with features of inflammation, fever, pallor, rubor, dolor, tumor seen at the localized site, metaphysic site of bone. Abscess formation and abscess also seen in muscle, subcutaneous, plain region and joint swelling region. The clinical features in continuation, the pus formation occurs, so heat and tender swelling present. Later the sinus develop, which exudate purulent pus discharge, small sequestra also discharge. The tendency of relapsing the conditions or disease is seen in these cases. In later stage, the osteomyelitis may spread and cause septic arthritis of knee joint, hip, and shoulder joints. In case of excess infection, the sign of septicemia, bacteremia seen in patients and look as toxic shock syndrome. How to make the diagnosis of acute osteomyelitis? This can be done with three things: by chief complaints or main complaints, by examination, systemic and local examination, and by investigations. Having specific complaints as mentioned in the heads of clinical features, the sign of inflammation, pus discharge, and other clinical features seen at the local site. Deep tenderness present, the throbbing pain may be present. On investigation, blood investigation is complete blood count, the raised TLC finds and the raised ESR value also finds. The blood culture shows bacteremia. In X-ray and bone scan, the sign of bone destruction seen. The aspiration from bone, the aspire at most tender and soil site by large bore needle, and the aspirated material sent for culture and sensitivity. One should always remember that before taking the aspiration and sending to culture sensitivity, one should stop the 3 days prior antibiotic. The aspirated materials needs culture and sensitivity to make the proper diagnosis. The biopsy, intra-biopsy is most diagnostic as essential in some cases. Differential diagnosis. The acute osteomyelitis cases must be differentiated with acute septic arthritis, acute rheumatic arthritis, scurvy, and acute poliomyelitis cases on the basis of their sign symptoms, X-ray, and other relevant investigations. Manage a case of acute osteomyelitis. Here, in case of acute osteomyelitis, the aim of management is to early diagnose and early proper treatment to stop the pathogenesis and recover the patient. Treatment plan depend on onset of symptoms and the conditions when child attend the or patient attend the hospital for the treatment. If the patient attend within 48 hours of initial symptoms starting, the treatment plan is something different as compared to the patient admitting or informing after 48 hours of the infection symptoms. In the treatment plan within 48 hours, as in this condition the pus not yet formed, so inflammation, possibility of stoppage of inflammation is possible. It can be done with rest, antibiotic, analgesic, rehydration and general body care. Rest is the important treatment plan. Give rest to limb, reduce the activity, avoid weight bearing. This should avoid the fracture of the bone. Immobilize the patients and possibly keep the elevated of the local part. Antibiotic, the treatment of choice, broad spectrum antibiotic selected. IV intravenous infusion of antibiotic for 2 weeks. In this time, one should monitor or observe and assess the conditions of the patient on the basis of sign symptoms. After that, the oral antibiotic for 6 weeks in responded cases continue. The analgesic manage the pain and muscle spasm in osteomyelitic cases. General body care required. Rehydration by intravenous fluid is important to manage the case properly. After doing this, if patient not responding after 2 weeks of IV treatments and above treatment, then the patient shifted or advised towards surgical intervention. Another category of patient, the treatment after 48 hours of the patient attending the hospitals after 48 hours of their symptoms, in late hospital visitation and last responder of conservative treatment, the patient categorized in another group of that is the surgical groups. After 48 hours, it indicates pus collection within and outside of the wound. The surgical intervention is required in these cases. Exploration and drainage of pus is compulsory. Make drill hole at metaphysis site of bone, drain the pus, send the pus for culture and sensitivity, suction the drain, press it properly. Rest, antibiotic, rehydration in post-surgery treatment as already mentioned earlier for the treatment of acute osteomyelitis. The aseptic cleaning and dressing in wound cases, proper wound care, and try to avoid infection and reinfection at the wound site for healthy healing. The complication of acute osteomyelitis is the commonest complication is septicemia and pyemia. Other complications may be as acute osteomyelitis may be changed into chronic osteomyelitis. It may cause acute pyogenic arthritis, inflammation at the joint region. The pathological fracture of bone also seen. The growth plate disturbance leads to deformity and shortening of bone, as shown in the figure. Your patience listening, your queries and suggestions are welcome. Thank you so much.